Man, I do not know what it is, but I have been dealing with like an absolute onslaught, a barrage of dreams these past couple of days. And normally I would see like one dream every couple of weeks. This is how it's been for the past year or so. Um, but lately, like these couple of days, I'm seeing dreams nonstop, like constantly, and I don't know what it is caused by, to be honest. Um, and I hope I can even remember like all of them right now because I've seen. So in the past couple of days, I want to say since Tuesday or Monday, I've seen. Well, either way, less than a week. I must have had like five significant dreams that I remember, along with a bunch of smaller visions, which were more like impressions than actual dreams. And um, and some of these are hard to talk about, honestly. Um, I guess I'll do them in the chronological order. I was a couple of days ago. The first one I saw. Oh, I think I was back in Korea, and I met this. Okay, I should have recorded when it happened, but I didn't. But because I've seen so many dreams since then, like this one is kind of pushed back uh, in my memory, sort of. And but I think I was in Korea, and what I definitely remember is that I met this one girl who I went on one date with when I was there, but it didn't click. And I don't remember what the consequences, or rather, sorry, the circumstances of me meeting her were. I don't remember where it was. I think she stumbled onto me, or I found her, and she was with her Russian girlfriend, female friend, and I know they are friends in real life, because I stalk her on Instagram, but and then the girl was there as well. And I remember, um, the Korean girl felt really uncomfortable for some reason, as in like not uncomfortable because I was there, but sort of shy of me or feeling guilty towards me for whatever reason, like, and I don't know what could have caused it. So I was mostly talking to this other girl, um, to the Russian girl, and she was telling me about her, the place she was born in, and this was kind of funny because this is something I remember specifically from the dream. So she said she was born not in the main part of Russia, but okay, makes no sense. But in the world of my dream, um, there is a tiny part of Ireland which belongs to Russia. And Ireland is not to the west of Great Britain as it is in our world. It's to the east. It's sort of uh, between Great Britain and France or Germany. Um, Bizarre, but on the northwestern shore of Ireland, not exactly on the shore, but a little bit towards the center, of the island. There's apparently a community or a village which belongs to Russia and has its own like Russian people live there, and it belongs. It has they have. I remember the image I had was that they had their own sort of a small parliament thing going, and she told me that she was born there, but And I remember we were walking along this, well, this kind of street that didn't look like Korea to me. It was very early morning. I remember, because I remember the air was very pink. The clouds were pink, which to me indicates that it was during the sunrise hours. And it was cold, probably winter, and the street looked a lot. It didn't look like Seoul. It looked like it was somewhere in the village. And I was going further with this girl, with this Russian girl, and the Korean girl was walking silently behind us. And then after that, we parted ways, and a couple of days later, within the dream, I was hanging out in my apartment, not this apartment, some other apartment, dream apartment, maybe a place I was renting there. And she came in. I remember I was on the couch, and in a very awkward manner, she said that she had a message to give me, but that I was supposed to read this message. It was something only when I stopped caring about her, something like that. And it was this long. It was in a long black tube. That and she gave me the key to it. You had to open it with a key, and the key was a cigarette butt. Don't ask. It was like it was a cigarette butt, and you were supposed to push it in from the top, and the little metal tube would come open, and wrapped on it was a long piece of pink paper with the message written on it. And I remember I was like, well, I'm not waiting for that. I'm curious, so I just pushed it and opened it, and then the dream ended right before I could read it. But, well, who knows? Maybe I will see the message again in the future, in one of my future dreams. Funny. Let me see. Is it still going? Yeah. It's already 7 minutes, man. This is gonna be a long one. The second dream. In my second dream, this one is more funny than significant or anything. I was supposed to have. So I'm doing my driving lessons right now, and I was supposed to have a lesson with this. Again, Russian people. What is with them? This Russian internet personality, Evgeny Panasenkov. He was supposed to give me a driving lesson. And I remember the time was we were supposed to meet at 18 o'clock, right? 18 o'clock. But I think I slept the entire day, and I woke up at like 5:30 or something like that. And I took my car, which was like a big 4x4, and I went to practice myself first. And I remember driving across this beautiful highway that was running over the tops of hills, and to the right of me you could see a massive plain stretching towards the horizon with maybe some mountains in the distance. And well, it was about that time of day. It was around 6 o'clock in the evening, and it was sunny, the air was clear, and overall it was a very pleasant feeling. It was a very beautiful ride. But then I remember that I was supposed to meet with that guy, and I look at the clock and it's already 18:37. And this guy, he's a very flamboyant historian. I don't know if his personality is a joke or if he's for real, but probably neither, a combination of both. And he's most likely a homosexual as well. There was a thing recently. I saw it. He posted it on his Telegram where you could like pay him $100,000 for a night with him. So he was providing like escort services. And he was supposed to give me driving lessons. And I look at my WhatsApp, and and I have like 87 missed unread messages from him. I felt so guilty. I felt so guilty because it's like a famous busy person who agreed to give me driving lessons, and I'm like, I forgot about that we were supposed to meet at 6. I felt like such an idiot. And at first it was all like, it was a little flirty, the first messages. It was like, hey, where are you? And like some emojis, some kisses, and so on. And he's like, I'm waiting, please come, and so on. And I remember you were sending me some art memes, some really corny memes on the thing while he was waiting. And the last couple of messages when he just gave up were super angry, a lot of swear words, a lot of telling me to go to many different places, you know. And that was the dream. I woke up after that. So that was 2 out of 5, right? That was 2 out of 5. I have three more, but I have to remember them. Oh no. No. I'll call back. Am I recording? Mm-hmm. So what was next? Oh yeah, that was yesterday. And this one was kind of interesting. Let me close the curtains a bit. This one was interesting. I was with a woman, and not this time actually not a woman that actually exists in the real world, just a figment of my imagination. She was, what I remember is that she was tall, probably taller than me actually, and she had red hair, bright red hair, and we were walking together on a clear moonlit night across tall cliffs running alongside the shore. And I don't know where exactly it was. Maybe Mediterranean, like south, like maybe it was the Mediterranean Sea. It was warm. It was summer, I believe. And I was trying to flirt with her. I think I liked her in that dream, but she just wasn't giving in. And we kept walking and walking, and the night was so beautiful. The view, I mean, you should imagine a night sky with a full bright moon hanging above the sea or above the ocean, and we are on top of a very tall cliff, going down in sort of steps. And as we were walking, we suddenly reached a lower part of the cliffs, and there was a wooden table and some benches. And I remember that she lay down on her back on the table, and that was a sign to me that I can advance. So I leaned above her, I hugged her, took her in her arms, and I kissed her. And I remember that she pushed her tongue into my mouth. And what was weird was like she like pushed it all the way. It was weird, but like, you know, like when you push your tongue out, it becomes like a sort of a triangle. That's what I felt. Like she was pushing it very far. And what was weird is that when I touched it with my tongue, it was completely dry. And I found it very strange. But suddenly something attracted our attention in the night sky. Something that had to do with the moon. And I remember that we both stopped and we both looked up towards the sky. We looked up at the moon. But at that point,